Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. To throw right away is Stafford. And that is incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Zebra!
On the ground, here's the one-time Seminole. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
When you go out and invest in a young guy like this to be part of your backfield's future, you got to find ways to get him involved early, and I think here's a case of doing just that.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10.
10.
They'll go again with Benson. And he's going to be brought down behind the line. This defense fired up to start the game. It'll bring up 4th down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Stafford now on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot. Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Here's 1st and 10. First carry now for Kenneth Walker. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he'll get close to the marker. A nice run, probably a yard short of that 1st down.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in.
try and run it with Walker. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try it now with Walker. 1st down and more past midfield. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. It's a big play on 4th and inches. It's a gain of 34. Back to throw. Howell. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw is Howell. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Jalen Thompson.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Benson. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
Throw it on 3rd down, Stafford. He'll try to run for it. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
This just kills you as a defensive coordinator. Here you are thinking you're going to get a 3-and-out, get off the field, pick up some momentum for your team, and you allow the quarterback to get loose with his legs, and he's able to pick up just enough on 3rd down to convert, and now you got to go back out and defend a fresh set of downs.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down and 8. Now give up the middle. It's Benson. Here comes 3rd and 6. Jones motioning here. From the gun on 3rd down. Stafford. He manages to get the throw away and completes it.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Couple of 1st downs to start this drive. They're 1st and 10, up at the 42. Off play action. It's Stafford. That's caught. It's the tight end, Tip Ryman. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. It is a big gain for Arizona. 37 yards. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Play action, Stafford. That thrown short, caught by Ryman.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. A handoff, and it's Benson running right. So that'll do it. Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up 3rd and 4.
Alert!
From the gun, here's Stafford. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
This is fielded inside the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Inside the 40. It's a foot race. And they're not going to catch up to him. He brings it all the way back. 96 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. Greg, it is one of the most exciting plays in football. Rare that we see it, but when it all comes together and works out in a return for a touchdown, it is truly something special.
And it is, Mike. It is because we don't see it very often. In a world of the ever-increasing touchback, we don't see a lot of returns in this league. So when you get one, let alone one as exciting as that, man, it is fun to watch.
He'll start at the 4. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Middle.
Back to throw is Stafford. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
Ready?
A give. Here's Benson. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line. Here's 3rd and 7. McBride is the motion man. Out of the gun, Stafford. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Big Leonard Williams that time forces his way in for the sack. Here's Blake Gillikin now as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. 1st and 10 now from the 36. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Once again, it's Walker.
Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. They'll throw with Howell. Got a man. It's Lockett. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Do a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
Looking Smith and Jigba's way again, and again a catch.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Now it's Howe. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
Nice pickup here to the back, and what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets. It puts so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open.
That is intercepted. Picked off by Garrett Williams. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
On 1st and 10, here's Benson. Oh, he coughs up the football. The Seahawks scoop it up.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
18 yards, and a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Smith and Jigba left side, he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
First and 10. Throwing is Howell. He'll get this complete to Walker. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
We see this week in and week out, Mike. These running backs in today's game, they really have the skill set of a wide receiver. So if you're going to guard him one-on-one, and you know the offense is going to use him in the passing game, you better have that guy. You better have that matchup guy that you're confident to put on him and say, okay, you're going to go out there in space and defend a receiver like this. And after plays like that, I'm not sure how much more man coverage they can afford to play.
Here's Howell. And that ball incomplete over the middle. He was looking for Kenneth Walker out of the backfield. And it's going to be third down.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his big tight end. Noah Fant. Touchdown, Seahawks. It's his fourth touchdown on the year. Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks extend their advantage to 14-3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. To return is Greg Dortch. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. McBride is the motion man. Start out with a run, and it's Benson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
That's the first-round rookie out of Ohio State, Marvin Harrison Jr. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of, That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Stafford now on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
32.
A run out of the gun with Benson. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down.
A 2-yard pickup. Makes it 3rd and 8.
Throwing, Stafford. That'll be taken in. It's Trey Benson. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle, and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this first down.
Howell. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target, and it'll bring up second down. Now they'll set up to throw. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. And he's going to have the first down. They're also in field goal range at the 28-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
With the score, Seahawks 14, Cardinals 3.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This returnable from the 4. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Set to go now on first and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's rocket downfield. He's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, It took exactly one play to get our answer. They continue to get chunk plays like this. This thing could get out of reach. Back.
The ball's out. But he'll gather it back in. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times, and I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged the bullet. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Now a 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Howell. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Dortch now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
Ready. Omaha, ready, move. Ready, hot.
First down, Stafford. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
How impressive was this, Mike? I mean, every week, yes, we see running backs used in the passing game. Check down, screens out of the backfield, typically underneath short throws that allow them to then run after the catch. But for him to not only generate separation downfield, but then trap that ball, I mean, frankly, he looked like a wide receiver. I mean, that is impressive performance out of the backfield for a guy that on the roster is labeled as a running back.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
Alert!
They'll run, and here's Benson. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down. The veteran Matt Prater now out to try this field goal. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And they do not cut into the deficit.
You know, the hardest part about these missed kicks, Mike, is for all the guys that work so hard to put the ball in position to come away with points. You kind of trot off the field. You're hoping that next possession has a different result.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
On 2nd down, Walker.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches.
Here we go,
To throw is Howell. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And he's not going to get the first down. Met and brought down in the backfield on 3rd and short. They do not get it done. So on 4th down, on comes Michael Dixon to punt. Greg Dortch deep to return. He'll take this in back at the 16. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Set. 53. Ready. 20.
On the play fake, here's Stafford. Back downfield to the tight end, Ryman. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
While everybody wants to attack the middle of the field, you just have to make sure you don't do it recklessly. You want to make sure you protect both the ball and your receiver. And in this case, he does both. Puts it on the money, picks up a big game.
Jones motioning here. On 1st and 10. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
To play in the NFL, you got to have a short-term memory, because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. And in this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
Stafford now on 2nd down. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. That's taken in by the running back, Benson. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down. That's going to be caught. And he's not going to get away. They get him down right after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The run up the middle, it's Walker. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. Back to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. It's actually the easiest down in football to operate in. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
This one complete to his tight end, Fant. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back. Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll throw with Howell. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks extend to a 24-3 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Now a second down throw for Stafford. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Michael Jackson.
You see, Mike, anytime the quarterback is hit right as he's about to release the ball, there's just no telling where this ball is going to end up. In this case, leads to the easy interception, but you have to give credit and give the assist. That pass rush is what created that turnover.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run here with Walker. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now it's Howell. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
He'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.
And he'll work forward for about 4. It's second down. Back to throw, Mills. That's caught by Harrison right side. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Now Mills. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever.
Here we go, set. Ready.
To throw is Mills. He's got his tight end. That's McBride. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
That's good for a Cardinal.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This defense pinning their ears back, coming to get him again.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here's Mills. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. And the Seahawks force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
That's on the former 9th overall pick, Charles Cross. Now a give to Walker, running right. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Now a timeout charge to Arizona. That is their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Here's Howell. That's complete to Lockett outright. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Cards going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down. A handoff, running left, it is Walker. That is well done there, converting on 3rd and 15.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it, The defense knows it, you know it, and no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
A run now on second down. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. So it's a win here for the visiting Seahawks. And that's now 4 victories in a row as they continue to play as well as anyone in the NFL. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.